my holding page. You know what? Let's just go. Forget an intro. Francesco doesn't need an intro. Everyone knows who Francesco is. Francesco does so many great Twitter Spaces, live streams. Like, he's everywhere. He goes to in-person events. While I'm sharing this in my Discord, Francesco, please give yourself an intro, and then we will get straight into geeking out.
Perfect. So thank you so much, Eddie, for inviting me. It's always an honor to make a live stream with you. We also met in person multiple times. So I'm Francesco, developer advocate at Daily Dev. I can be a fan of Docker, Eddie. I don't know if you can say that I am a fan of Docker, but I think that there is like a couple of hints. I will say also some swag here, but yeah. So yes. So we have. I think that the first collaboration with Eddie was 3 years ago. Working about, but yes. So I can say that I tried BioDrop since the beginning. My fault that I've been traveling a bit too much lately, so it's like I want to get back at it. I'm sure that you made a lot of improvements. You asked me to come unprepared, so here I am, Eddie, unprepared. So I can give, and you know, I'm shameless, and I usually like authenticity is my branding. So if I say that something sucks, unless it's something that Sarah is taking care of, I will never get it back. So the rest, I can say that it sucks. I don't like it. So that's my only thing that I don't want to touch is that one.
No, this is perfect. I purposely did not prepare Francesco for this live stream because I want to keep it super authentic. What we're going to do is we're going to go through the BioDrop features that we currently have. I'm going to get Francesco to rate them 1 to 10. And I think we're going to see how this goes, but we're going to try and get Francesco to rate them in order. So we can keep reordering them, but his favorite feature, number 1, he can only have 1. And for his most unfavorite feature, number 10 or 12, whatever it is, he can only have 1. So he can't use the same rating multiple times. And then I want to talk about our new features in the roadmap. Some are in draft PRs, some are coming out next month. I'll be keen to see what he really wants to see next, and this can help direct our roadmap. And we're going to do this in a GitHub discussion, so therefore you can all get some green squares. Let's give some shout outs. Hey, Richard, for being here. Tech runs the world. And Krish, glad to have you all here. Oh, and Annie Keth, awesome to have you here. Hopefully I pronounced your name okay. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. And also subscribe to Francesco's YouTube channel as well. There is a link in the title, in the description, and we'll keep sharing it in the chat as well. So let's get started. So let me create a GitHub discussion. Actually, I'll share the repo. I'll share the discussion once I create it in the chat. And I'm really keen. And Francesco might not know this, but a couple of days ago, we released the feature in a bit of a softer release. Haven't done a major shout out about it, but custom domains. So let me show you. So if I go to my profile, which is biodrop.io/Eddie Jowd, you see my profile. You've got the header and the footer. But if I go to, I think I did eddiejowd.co.uk. I have to check. No, I did jowdstudios.co.uk. You will see it's my profile. It's in dark mode, just to show you that it's a different tab. It's the exact same profile. I can make a change if you don't believe me, but there is no header and there is no footer. And so if you use a custom domain now, and you can manage this within your profile, it will automatically disable the header and footer. And on the root of that domain, so I haven't got any / after this, it will just bring up your profile. And so for Sarah, for example, she has, hopefully DNS is updated, but for Eddie and Sarah Explore, let's see, no, the DNS hasn't updated yet. It's cached in Safari. I can always, you can do it in your own browsers. Or actually, maybe if I force it with, I don't usually write HTTPS, so that will probably work. Eddie and Sarah Explore. Hopefully that's not cached. Oh, com, not co. Let's see. Yes, there you go. See, it brings up Sarah's profile as well. So we did that earlier today, just a couple of hours ago. So I think there's some DNS caching issues at the moment. But you can see, so we've got custom domains. And one of the features that I got in a draft PR that maybe I'll ask for Francesco to feedback first. So let's have a look. Let's just start a discussion. discussion, show and tell, ideas, general. I don't know. We'll just do general. So here we go. So we'll say feature rating with Francesco. Here we go. So we will, and you can all add your own threads to this discussion and let me know what you think. So the first thing I want to ask Francesco about is custom domains. What do you think of this feature generally? It was quite a lot of work. It took me like 5 weeks to do it because it was a lot more painful than I thought. But all the documentation out there it's really easy. You can do this, and it is really easy. You can get something working within a few minutes on Next.js and Vercel. But that is just a hello world example. To actually make it multi-tenancy and all this sorts of stuff was really, really hard. But Francesco, what do you think of this feature? Is it good, bad? Middle?
Okay, so now maybe I have a question before giving a rate, before you just kick me out of the live stream. So like maybe I know how to handle, I don't know, with the DNS to redirect directly to another website. So I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I don't know. Because for example, I have francescociulla.com, and based on what I do in my life, I can redirect this to different things. So sometimes I redirect this to BioDrop, sometimes to other things that I want to mention, or sometimes my YouTube channel. It depends on what I'm currently focused on. So that's something that it's like in your power. So I like that. I like the thing that you can have an option, even if it's paid, that you can remove the header. I don't understand like how this is linked to the. It's linked to having the custom domain. So if I just simply redirect with my DNS, I don't have the header removed. I think
you can. You don't by default, but you can toggle it to hide it. But when we use the custom domain, it's automatically toggled on for that custom domain because you don't want the social aspects and the community aspects. So when you're using a custom domain, we want it to be focused on your profile and nothing else. And it's the foundation for a new feature coming up. So it will make a little bit more sense shortly. But you can on your biodrop.io domain just tick these and it will remove the headers and footers as well. So it's possible.
Okay, so that this is why, like I don't know if you get like my concern that like I can set this manually somewhere else. The only thing, the difference is that once it redirects, it's on my BioDrop link, I will say.
That's the only difference, yes. Okay. So yours will be a redirect, but you're in control of it in your own like domain DNS. But you're right. This way, it's a rewrite rather than a redirect. So,
I still think that this is an amazing feature. I will probably not sure if I would use it much, just because I'm used to set DNS like all the style. So for now, let's not put it on the top and let's see the rest. I was just making
notes. We're gonna move those around.
This is the proof that this is authentic feedback. This is the proof. I think at least we proved it. So after this, Eddie will block me on Twitter.
I think Chris is going to block me as well because I didn't tell him about the new feature. I was working on it in stealth mode. I didn't think it would it would work because I didn't know how to do it, and it kind of worked. But Chris, I probably could have used your help. You would have fixed it in 5 minutes. Okay, so I've made some notes. These actually aren't really in order. I've just been dumping ideas down. So maybe let's actually start putting these in some sort of order. So you've used BioDrop. What is your favorite feature? And we can put that at the top and start.
So I've used them at like 3 months ago before traveling, I think. Let's see. I liked the testimonial one because it's something that it's not there. So this is the first thing that came up in my mind because I think that having a testimonial gives you a lot of credibility, and we are in the world of like tech media influencer. People can just buy followers. So having like someone saying something good about you, I think it's priceless. So I think it's even underrated. So probably so having like someone who tells you like, I don't know, I worked with Francesco, he helped me doing this. Like this is like real. So I hope that this will stay real. Of course, it doesn't make sense to have, but like having, I think you gave me a testimonial, other people. So testimonial for now, probably I will have to dive deep. I think I have to check if someone also gave me someone more. So this is the first thing that came up in my mind.
Interesting. Okay, if I had to guess, I was thinking that was one of the lower down ones. So that's really interesting. This is why user feedback is so important. Yeah.
People focused. Yeah.
Okay, so testimonial first. Okay, interesting. So what would you say would be next? And like I said, we're going to cover some
of them. I think you have to show me that, like in the repos, what is like, I think you can put GitHub repos.
Yes, so I keep doing this wrong. Why I want to cut and I want to paste.
I see that you're trying this like 5 times.
I don't know what's going on.
It doesn't paste.
Fine. It doesn't paste. Yes, so repos, you can add repos to your profile and they appear like this. Okay. But in addition, like we do with events, they get promoted up to the overall page and you could sort by favorites, forks, stars, last time it was pushed to, and so forth. So these are other repos that people have added. And then at the moment you can see people's names underneath, but we're going to probably make those into little profile pictures like we did on events, and we group them together. There's no event with more than one person, but if people add an event with the same URL, it puts another picture, a round circle profile picture next to them and next to them. So I think for repos, we will do the same, and then you can click on the person's face. So if I go to events, I can click on the person's face and go to their profile. So it keeps it a bit more of a social thing. So we'll do the same for repos.
Yeah, so I've been to so many events that when you have like so many things to say, no, it's too much like to add the events. Like, so I'll do it like next year. I have already a couple of good conferences. So the events are probably the not like feeling properly the events is probably the thing that it makes me feel more guilty about BioDrop, but it's okay. So I loved the repos one, especially that you showcase the stuff. I'll add mine for sure, because it's basically free. I like also, of course, that it's a developer focused. So I like it.
Perfect. Okay, so let's navigate around and have a look. So the other features, let's see. So we've got the links. I mean, the links, it's like a requirement. I don't know how that would fit in the list, right? Because it's kind of like...
No, I think this is a must. This is a must. So
this is a must.
Okay. Animations there, like the icon is like an animation.
Oh yes, have you not seen this? So when you go to your links, you can choose what animation you want the link to have. So you've got like, you can see it on the right, it says ping, and then you have like, I don't know, bounce, and you have glow, and then glow icon. You have a few different things you can do to your profile.
Cool.
Okay, so let me see. Let me go back to this. So milestones you've seen before as well. Where would you rate that in the current list?
So milestones, I think I have some of them.
Let's check out your profile. We got searched. Look, Francesco.
Am I there? Hope so.
You should be there. There we go.
There we go.
Okay. So you
I have
milestones.
Milestones is that. Okay. So milestones, it's good, but it's more, I think, I don't know, like to give a bit of like a story of you, like on August 2020, start a YouTube channel. I don't know. So it's good, but like I don't know how this can help me. I don't know, like in some ways, because at the end of the day, I don't know. I think that like events, links, it's like what I'm doing now. Milestones, it looks like, I don't know, my story. But I don't know what's the difference of like, I don't know, just writing a long bio. So it's good, but I don't know like what is like a good. I should see someone else like using the milestones in a better way. I don't know.
Let's move it down. We'll push it down. So we'll put a gap. We'll push it down there. So milestone and domains are kind of at the bottom, and I want to bring these up or down as we discuss them. You mentioned events before. Where do you put events in within these two?
Above milestones. more than milestones, because
Okay.
we use BioDrop because we want people to stay up to date and like of what the hell we are doing. Sometimes it's even for me to understand what I am doing. So it's good to like the real time, like what I'm doing now. I think it's more important than like the story. So it's like events.
Okay.
I'm going to render ETL 2024. Okay, cool. I'm going to. So I don't know. So that's more real time, like.
Makes sense. Okay, so let me just put this in italic. I'll explain why in a minute, because it's a feature that hasn't been done yet, and same with this one. So we will rate those later on. Okay, and we mentioned the header and footer, like hiding it, to making it kind of more personal. Where would you put that in the list of?
I think it's
features?
number one. This even more than testimonials.
Interesting. Okay.
Number one.
Perfect. Okay, interesting.
Yeah. This is, I think, one of the most important ones. So I would like if I would pay like for this, because you are using this to basically have someone clicking your stuff. So probably, of course, this should be like I think it makes sense to leave it like for free versions. Makes sense. Like if you don't want to pay. For a premium version, I think it makes sense to have it. So it's I don't know. This is for now the number one.
Okay, awesome. Before we get into the next part, I just want to address some people. Tej, awesome to have you here. Kuru, Mikhail, and Ali as well. Yeah, and subscribe to Francesco's channel too.
No, this video. Subscribe to this channel.
And we are going to discuss Prisma shortly, Krish, and the redesign. And Mikhail, we're also going to discuss the PWA. That is in a draft PR. I'm thinking of getting that merged tomorrow in a small baby state. So we will discuss shortly as well. Okay, so what other features do we have? So we've discussed, let me go to mine, because mine's a bit more of a full account. I'm like using every feature. So we discussed milestones, we discussed testimonials, we discussed events, we discussed repos. We've got repos that promote up to the top. Events also promote up to the top. I'm going to Web Summit on this week. Thank you, Mikhail, for the reply on my tweet. Search users, I don't know. What do you think of this kind of, like, this is not a profile specific feature. It's more like a kind of an app feature. What do you think of the search?
I think, I don't know. I never heard someone say like the search is not useful in my life as a developer. Like it will be the first time. Like we don't need the search. So the search is always useful for sure, 100%. So yes,
okay,
absolutely. Like from an app perspective, we can give like I love this, of course. That one is it's amazing. Sometimes I check it, like looking for friends, poor friends in Italy, just because we want to have a pizza together. So.
Okay, awesome. So I thought it was only me who used maps. So Amanda, if you're watching, you'll be super happy to hear this, because we needed some space on the.
Click on Italy. Yeah.
Where's Italy? It must be somewhere here. Here we go. 12.
Where are people from Rome? 4 people in Rome.
Quite a few.
4 people in Rome. Click on Rome. Rome. No,
where's Rome? There we go.
There. Okay, interesting. 4 people in Rome. Interesting.
Oh, this is Guillaume. This is Guillaume. Okay.
Okay.
Alessandro.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. We should create a BioDrop meetup in Rome. That will blow your mind.
we have a lot of people in this area. I don't know where this is.
Okay. Yes. Interesting. No, but it is always interesting. You can just.
It is. I think we should try and put maps back in the.
You should really try to organize like a BioDrop meetup in some places, like so communities can spawn. I don't know. I think this can be a killer feature at some point. I don't know.
I think so, and Amanda loves working on maps, so that's perfect.
Okay, cool.
So where would you put map in this list?
Okay, so it's on the fancy things. So I think it's below events, I think.
Okay.
It's like the first feature of the fancy stuff. The mouse. Okay.
Okay, cool. So my next question is, so I think that's all the main features we've covered. Let me know if we haven't, but I think that's everything. Let me just check. Statistics. Oh yes. So what about statistics? So everyone ignore my stats. I have a monitor to check that my profile is up, and I have the same on Sarah's because they're two different profiles. Sarah's very basic and mine's completely full. So we're trying to test the two extremes. I just turned it off because I actually wanted to see my stats. So it kind of bugged me that my stats were always wrong because of the monitor. So ignore my stats being a bit busted. So what do you think of, I guess, we've got stats, which is last 30 days. Do we need more than 30 days? And then we've got referrers and locations and link click as well.
I don't know.
So
I think that stats are basically a black hole of things. So like do what like it doesn't bother your app too much. Like don't spend too much money like saving these. I think that if it's sort of free, having the possibility to see this more over time, it's good. It's good. It doesn't have to affect, I don't know, like your servers, your price. So until it's doable, and of course, and yes, and I think that analytics are basically a way for people to stay like keep using the platform itself, even like we all know on Twitter. If you know what's going on, you can do something. I don't know. It's otherwise to just stop using something. So I think it's good to don't make people leave the app because say, okay, so I like think like if I'm like if I get like lower, I don't know, impressions on BioDrop, maybe this month I'll do something to improve. I don't know. I think it's a mental trick. Like it's like getting, I don't know, on the like oh, I got some weight and now I have to lose some weight. So it's like stats can trigger an action. So I would dedicate probably. I think this is number 1 or 2. I'm not sure. Put it number 1 stats. I think.
Interesting.
Stats even more.
Okay.
Now I want to know your list, but yeah, interesting.
Everyone put your own lists in the thread below. Actually, I will.
No, I have an idea, Eddie. You make a tweet, say like, give your list of like of the things of BioDrop, like, and people replies with putting them in numbers. I don't know.
Yes, that's true. That's a really good idea. Let's do that. Krish, update yours so we can see your list. I want to see where map fits. But also, see where map fits in yours.
We should put a disclaimer, like it's not the real house; it's like more like the city where they live. I wish I had a house like in the middle of Rome. Like I would be a millionaire. No, don't go there. I'm not there.
Not yet. Soon. Okay, so stats is kind of basic. Should we invest? Hey, Hector, I hope I pronounced it right. And Fraduma, how you doing?
Like the video.
Subscribe to Francesco's YouTube channel.
That's second. First, like the video, yeah.
And what about referrers and locations and things like that?
What is referrers? Like, how did you get here?
Yes. How did you get to the profile? Like, was it for me, most of mine come from GitHub. Then it's actually from BioDrop itself. So from the search or something like that.
Okay.
This is Twitter. Even Hacktoberfest, I got some. I don't know these other domains.
This is I think this is one super good to understand, because usually, of course, the conversion it's low, of course, because people they do other stuff. So probably, I don't know, you can say that I don't know, your GitHub is working. I don't know, maybe you put this somewhere or in the right places. Good to have. The refers, it's a very good indicator of like what the hell is going on. So it's nice. It would be nice to have I don't know, like a link, like even like redirecting something from Daily Dev, because Daily Dev it's famous like for being good at redirecting stuff. So probably that will be interesting. So nice, interesting.
I don't have day.dev on here. No, I need to get.
No, but because Daily Dev redirects from usually from webs from an article. Like you should let's see. I don't know, but this is interesting because the dev is usually very powerful to get redirects to websites. You can be, I saw people like with not saying names, but like with 95% on some blogs that are from Daily Dev. So it's basically Daily Dev, a Daily Dev account basically. So yes, even for me it's like 80%. So it's a lot. Okay, nice, cool. Refers. This is a feature or just okay. Very good one. Go back to the list.
Oh yes.
Like having this.
So we've got stats. Let's see, a daily. We can break it up.
I think it's I don't know. Let's do below testimonials. I think. No, it's the same. No, referrals.
So we're going to do referrals. So you think it's here
after testimonials? Yes.
Okay. So stats, referrals. Okay.
Everyone.
And then I don't know if you want to be quicker on just on location. Do you think this is where does this sit? And then link stats as well.
Links, they're all good. Are they different features or the same?
I would say different because this like shows you which are your popular links.
Links stats. It's top 3 for sure. It's probably number 3 or 2.
Okay.
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
So stats for links. Okay, and then the last one, which is location, like where the clicks come from, sort of thing. Country.
Good, but not super useful as information. Of course, it's interesting, but I will put this a bit below. Maybe no, not last.
Not last. Okay.
Let's put it last. Let's put it last for now because I don't know.
Okay.
I already know more. I did know more or less like my audience where it is, but I mean,
okay.
For now, let's see.
We can move it if you want later.
For now, let's put it there. Like,
okay.
I'm sorry if you worked on that feature, of course.
Yeah, some of these features took always, they take longer than you think.
No, but I think that's it's hard to. You can't like measure on a single feature because it's a set of feature. Like you can't like get rid of some of them or just to. I think it's more like for the future roadmap. But of course, having something it's always good. It's more about sometimes it's a balance, but it's okay.
I think that's the majority of the current features we have. So we're going to get into the newer, more exciting features. And I know Chris says he's a fan of the map in the Discover page alongside search. So yeah, we need to find a way to get map on the main nav bar or back into kind of people's awareness, because having it in the footer, a lot of people don't know it's there. So we need something. But yeah, shout out to Praduma and Malik as well for joining. Thank you. Let me share the GitHub discussion in the chat, the link. Feel free to add the features that you like in order. And actually, let me add one more question to this.
I don't know if there is a poll. Like you can ask me, you can make polls, or if it was like, I don't know. Cool.
True.
Magic wand. What is magic wand?
A magic wand. So if you had a magic wand, then you could say any feature. What would that feature be? Like anything as crazy as you want. What would that feature be?
Probably the social media aspect. So I don't know, followers on BioDrop. Social media, anything that is social media related, because we are going more or less. There is the search already, so.
Social media stats.
I know it's a lot of work. But like probably the social media things, like maybe it can become a sort of like.
So the question is, so social media things. Can you give us some examples? So you said bringing in your stats from like Twitter and YouTube and stuff like that. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, or maybe I don't know. You can add
social media posts. You can add maybe like a few posts.
Or maybe I don't know. You can make a post that someone else can see. I don't know. It's hard because you don't have like a feed. For example, for the lead dev, we had already a feed, so we put the posts on the feed. Like we have some communities there, and or maybe I don't know, creating a small sub community in BioDrop. I don't know. Everything which is community related, I think it can be interesting. But I don't know. I'm just using the Harry Potter magic wand. So
Perfect. No, that's fine.
it takes a lot of things. But
Okay. I have another idea I meant to ask. Let me write this down before I forget, and I will go into more details in a minute.
I have another idea, Eddie. Video testimonials, like people can give you a video as a testimonial.
I like it.
This is not super hard, just hard.
Just hard. Okay.
You have to embed the video itself in the app, but I don't know, something related to videos like in the app. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. For example, something good like to be like, for example, I think I never saw this. Like in your link of list, you put like an introduction of yourself, like embedded, like in a video, like hi, I'm Francesco, I do this, that.
So they're not for you to put a video for me, but for me to put a video for my own profile. I see what you mean.
No. I say both the things. One is the testimonial videos, but like I don't know, like a way to
profile video. Okay, we could embed it from YouTube though as well, so we don't have to upload all the rest.
Also that would be nice, like an embedded, like good YouTube video. I don't know. Do you already have this?
No, we don't. But you got me thinking because someone suggested already, like to be able to add a social post to your profile, but limited. You know, it doesn't pick up the feed and put everything. Just like I could pick my favorite one video, one blog post, and it appears on my profile. And one of those could be a YouTube video or something.
Yeah. For example, I think YouTube has like a sort of like embed already text.
Yes.
So if you can embed that, that will be a super good feature probably, because like sometimes we have, I don't know, a very important, I don't know, a video that has 100,000 views. We want to give it even more exposure because you also tell us something about ourselves, like, oh, this person makes good videos. So probably that will be a very good one. So, but I don't know. Dreaming is free.
Yes. True. Okay. Oh no, Chris, I hope your internet gets a bit better. Thanks for updating your list. We'll have a look in a second. Collabs related. Yes. Okay, so these are my ideas that we've got kind of coming in the pipeline. I can give a status update on all of these. So the one that's in draft pull request is PWA. So on the mobile, so we can have the app. Is the idea. So you can have the PWA on your phone. So your profile, so it'll almost look like this on my phone. There's no header, no footer, and it will be available offline. So when you're at conferences and you might have limited internet, you can hit the QR code and then someone else can scan that as well.
I think this is very good. So is this like mobile PWA or just PWA?
Yes. It's for mobile on Android or iOS. What you do is you bring it up. You bring up the page in the web browser, and then you
add it to the home screen.
Yeah, you add it to the home screen, and then it loads it. What do you call it? Is offline. It caches it and keeps it all local.
Okay.
So it's very fast.
Cool.
And then you can just show someone your profile, click on your QR code, and do that. So that's the idea. I know Mikhail's a big fan of this as well.
No, I think this is like the adoption. It's good. Like even I don't know if this one day will also be, I don't know, on the Play Store, on the App Store, if it makes sense. I don't know if it.
Yeah, we would need a separate project for that, like using Ionic or React Native, and I didn't want to distract myself. So I thought PWA, we can add the code to the current project, and it's very, very small amount of code, and then you have less features than a 100% app that's in the App Store, but I think you get what we need, which is offline access to your profile and the QR code for people to scan it. So I think it's kind of like a good step in that direction. But yes, you're right. In the future, maybe a native app.
Yes. Like it.
So, hey Aridam, how you doing? So where would you put this in the list? I know it hasn't been deployed yet, but where would you put
this is, I think, a very good one. I will still put it below the stats, I think. So it's like important, but like it will not change much how I would use it. But maybe for someone else, it's like priority. I don't know.
Okay, I'm actually going to change these, not from numbers because they're in order already. I'm actually going to change it so it's more obvious which ones have been completed and which ones are just ideas. So for example, PWA is just an idea. It hasn't been completed. I think that's easier to read. Okay, cool. So the next idea is a redesign of the whole site.
Why?
So the current design is just Tailwind default kind of components. So I paid for the components on Tailwind, and they're the default. We haven't really customized them apart from the colors. So do you think the design needs improving? Should we have a whole redesign and make it look nicer, or would you rather see additional features start appearing instead of that?
Eddie, I am a DevOps guy, so for me, it's not a priority, the design. Because we have stunning designs at designers at Daily Dev. If you change the design, some people will complain automatically, like before it was better. So you will always have complaining. So I will never put this as a priority because I don't know, there is so much other stuff to do. So I'm sorry if someone wanted to work on this, but I think you basically you will never get something that pleases
of course
everyone. I think it looks great now. So if there is a reason, like I also see Prisma, like I know I made a video about Prisma, but like, does it make sense? Like why? So I am
yes. Yeah, as part of the redesign, I think we would do things like potentially move TypeScript, use Prisma. We'll have a bit of a tidy up. We've got the latest Next.js router. We'll make some improvements when we come to do the redesign, I think.
If you have an improvement in terms of performance in how much you pay for the server, yes. If we do this just because in this case it's fancy, I would vote no. But yes, I would use the same energy for something. Yeah.
I think from the user perspective, it is the redesign. Everything else is for the DX, so the developer experience. But from a user perspective, all they're going to see the difference is a redesign. Maybe some performance improvements, maybe not. We don't know about doing some tests, but I think the most obvious thing would be the redesign. And I was just curious to see how important that would be.
For me, if it works, it works. Even no. For me, the more is like simple, the better for me. So
okay. So shall I leave it at
no, because I know that this feature takes a lot of time.
Yes,
I'm sure that
it would take huge.
And also the people at the end, the people don't see like a big difference. Like instead, if you add, I don't know, a fancy button for something else, it can be a game changer. So for a developer, of course, but since it's like this is no more like just a project to learn TypeScript. We're talking about like SaaS. So in this case,
this is a SaaS product. Absolutely,
a more raw approach. Like it works. Yeah.
Fair enough. I was going to say, hey Slavin, thanks for joining. Krish taking the mick out of me for reformatting everything. It's true. Modi asks, can I use a subdomain? In theory, yes. At the moment, no. I've logged a bug with Vercel on their API. If I go to manage my account. So yes, we allow, for example, if I did bio.java studios, we allow that, but actually Vercel's API rejects it and says it's not a valid domain. So it's obviously not the special character of the dot because there are other dots in there that we're passing already. They just reject it, but it works if you do it manually through the Vercel UI. So I've logged a ticket with them about a week ago. They've got back to me with further questions and logging information. And I've sent that across about 4 days ago. So hopefully on Monday, I get to hear back. Do I use a different version of the API? Because they've got 10 different versions and their docs seems to jump around between versions 4 to 10. Do I just use the latest one or was the bug introduced in the latest one and stuff like that? So so there will be a subdomain allowed, but at the moment it won't work, and that's not from our side. We're just waiting on Vercel to fix that. But great question, thank you. And Chris already answered that. And Mikhail agrees with you, Francesco. Function over style. That's true.
Nice.
Makes sense. Okay. Well, that is a lot of work, by the way. Yes. If we did the kind of almost like a rewrite and redesign, we would get a lot of features out in that time, because that's a big piece of work.
Like, should I paint my whole house with a new color? If it makes sense, because it takes a lot of effort, and maybe white is good. So it's the same approach, I'd say.
Makes sense.
If you could just have a click, like put it on off, why not? But like it's I don't know. Okay, let's go.
No worries. We've been going for 45 minutes. Everyone, don't forget to go subscribe to Francesco's YouTube channel. Link in the title and description. And while you're down there, give this video a thumbs up. So my last idea that I have at the moment is to follow someone and enable notifications for that person. So for example, if I follow Francesco, I can say enable notifications for events. So when Francesco adds a new event to his profile, it notifies me that a new event, because I always find out that either I have to go check on people's profiles quite often, or I go look at someone's profile and they go, oh, that was an event 2 days ago. I wish I knew about it. So I was thinking to have something like that. But again, it's a big piece of work, but I'm just interested to know what you think.
Yes, I always think like how people can like try to abuse this in some ways, and maybe, I don't know, make an event every time they make a tweet or something like this. I don't know if it does make sense. So we should be careful with this.
It's very true, because in the events section, we've actually had to remove some people from allowing them to add events. They can add to their profile, but it's excluded because they keep on adding, you're right, their tweets as an event that's happening tomorrow, and then you click on it and it goes to their tweet they did. So
I mean, if it's a space,
oh, it's different. No, that's different.
Sense, maybe.
That's different. They do it to their GitHub repo. It's the same people, right? A Twitter space makes difference because it is an event. It's not a social post. So I agree. That's absolutely fine. But if it's a tweet or a blog post or a GitHub repo, they try and put it here to always be at the top. So we actually have, unfortunately, had to add a feature where those people don't appear on the events anymore because they abuse it. And it was literally like a page of them every day.
Yeah. No, the thing is that I don't know if you put a disclaimer, because some people maybe they don't know. They just try to put some whatever they want. So probably, I don't know. I think you also should, like as BioDrop, like should add like this as a disclaimer somewhere, because if I don't know, if you like me to do everything, I just put everything. But like, so there should be like some guidelines, or like, I don't know. It's
true. No, but they knew what they were doing. Their tweet from yesterday is not an event, and their blog post is not an event, and their GitHub repo is not an event, and they, so they know what they're doing. But you're right. Maybe we can add some more information.
Yeah, but just because sometimes people are just casual, like they're not like so. Or maybe for them, I don't know. I mean, if you didn't make like a tweet for 5 years, the tweeting is an event. But like only in that case.
True.
For me, it's not an event anymore.
Okay, so follow and notifications. Yes, you're right. There are some challenges. Where would you see this in your list?
I think to separate things for notifications, I think it might be very great to improve the usage of the platform itself.
Yeah.
So from so this list, of course, it's from a user perspective, or do you mean like from a user perspective? The follow one, it's a very, let's say, it's very super attractive. Like we still don't have the follow feature on the dev, for example. I would love to have that. Number 5, let's put 5, below PWA.
Below PWA, okay.
Because it's useful, it's saying.
Yeah, I like it. And what should the notification, if I can dig a little bit deeper, what should the notification be? For starters, like for the MVP, minimum viable product, like the smallest amount to get it out, could it be an email, or should it be a notification like in a notification center on the platform, but then people might not go check it?
I'm ready to reply to this because we implemented the notification system on Daily Dev, like I think 3 months ago.
Okay.
So it's like the whole, but like this requires like, I don't know, like 10 people, 15 people, because it's harder than you might think, like, because we're getting notified, because there are different types of notifications from different places. You should decide what happens if I click, you remove it. It's a mess. It's very hard. Let me remember. I think the emails is something else. So notifications in app, it's like for me the notification is the bell. Is a bell with a number.
Yes.
That's the notification. And so probably I don't know. So what was the question? Like how it should be?
What's the minimum? So not the wand idea. What is the minimum to get something out? Is a notification center like the bell, or do you think email? Or
I think that it's a paradox, but maybe sending an email is probably easier than implement everything in the app. So I don't know, like if a person, I don't know, they add an event, someone can get notified about that. Or so I think that because I remember at the Redev that there was a moment when we were sending the email but not the notification in the app, because I think it's harder, because then you have to change the code. Instead of there, you have the email, you use a mailer service.
yes,
Of course, a mail can be a bit spammy, but it's a start. I will say.
Yeah.
So for someone can be interesting. You already have the mail. You just have to be careful, because I don't know, if I open the mail, I have 100 mails. I can get a bit angry. That's the only thing. I'll probably try to limit it. I don't know, max 5 per day. I don't know, something.
Yeah,
something
or
like
maybe
this.
try and group it up per day. Maybe try and collect it up and send them out in one email.
That's maybe a bit hard to collect notifications, because you don't know how much you should wait. No, notifications are great from a platform point of view. So from your point of view, it's great. From a user, a bit less, because you annoy me, in quotes, of course. But if it makes sense, it's I can even be interested. I mean, yes.
So we have a few
for us, Eddie, we are trying to have less notifications, but maybe someone else, they don't have our problems. So maybe they instead of going on everyone profiles, they can
It's true. We want less notifications, but I also do want to get notified when people have a Twitter space or something, because I don't want to. I miss out on it, and so I want to support people as well. So just to go through the chat, Akash says a chat feature. Two biodroppers could talk.
I like biodroppers, by the way.
Biodroppers, that's true. That is good.
It sounds cool. I don't know. It sounds cool.
Biodroppers. So I think we've got places like Discord. So I'm not sure if that seems like a lot of work, and there are better places to do it potentially. I don't know what your thoughts are, Francesco.
About what? Sorry,
biodroppers having a talk feature, either a chat or a talk.
Chat go hands in hand with moderation, because if you allow chat and people abuse it, you lose reputation on the platform.
Yes.
So chat, yes. The idea is to this. Does it make sense? Because chat comes with a bunch of problems together, like hand in hand.
True.
Like people, you have to think like the most malicious way to send this, like unwanted pictures, unwanted requests, stalking people. So it has to come. It has to come with the block feature, because just think of someone who starts like just spamming everyone.
You need block feature.
And then people would say, no, BioDrop sucks, but like, we deployed the feature. So be careful with DMs and talks, because it can be super dangerous.
True.
Absolutely.
That's true.
Super careful.
Krish, we could use Novu for the notifications. That's true. Hey, Shenlong, awesome to have you here. Sumat, hope I pronounced your name okay. Yes, contribute to the project.
Yes.
We're on the project every day, full time. So come and geek out with us. Hey, Sarthak, Power Ranger, biodroppers. Oh no, Francesco and Akash, what have you done? Now Krish has got this on. He's gonna say it on socials, and everyone's gonna remember it now. That was my list of ideas of current features in draft, and future ideas. So if I hit update, are you happy with that list?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting close to Christmas, so let's make a gift to Eddie and let's implement all of them.
We'll do it together. But yeah, PWA. Hopefully, I go out tomorrow. This is great. Interesting to see how high you raised some of these. I didn't realize, and how low some of the others were. So this is great.
I saw social media stats. Is that a thing or not? Like
no. This was your magic wand to bring your like Twitter numbers and your YouTube numbers over. So. Social posts, and then you said a social community aspect, video testimonial, and profile video embed from YouTube. It's just ideas that I was making notes.
Just ideas. Just thinking out loud, really. So it's it's always to be a balance of like of the sprint or the stuff or the thing. So absolutely.
So Krish is a big shout out. So big shout out to Krish for actually adding to the thread. Graham's coming into space, multitasking. We're coming from a Twitter space. Thank you so much, Graham. Really appreciate it. So here's some ideas from Krish. So map, we need to promote the map a bit more. Big fan of Amanda, me too. Custom domains, you know why. I can't remember why. Please tell us in the chat. Header and footer remove, stats, then testimonials, link animations. You want to give everything an animation. Repos, events, but too much effort. Milestones, duplicate them on LinkedIn. Needed features. Vercel, mission accomplished already. Prisma, these are all technical features though. These aren't user features, but you're right. I think Prisma would be a good improvement. Same with TypeScript, same with Shad CN. I think that would be good. App directory, I agree. Better analytics, algorithm for ranking system, follow and notifications. Break things by deploying on Friday, and PWA, not my cup of tea. Okay, and then magic. Sync between our bio avatar username with every single social media post. So when I change my no, Krish, you change your profile picture, your bio, your username way too much.
Maybe a sync between our bio username. No, what is this like sync?
Just let me. I can wrap up this idea and Krish in a nutshell. Krish likes to change their profile picture and bio and username on GitHub like every 20 minutes. I think he has a script that does it, and then he's like, we schedule tweets, but Krish schedules changing their username and profile picture and all that sort of stuff. Exactly. But the magic one, interesting to see. Showcase, like the repo showcase. Yes, so I'm calling that similar to up here, social embed or like social wall, where you could put a YouTube video or a blog post and it appears on your profile and gets promoted up to a global wall.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, but if you make like 10 videos per week, it can get very spammy.
But you would add your own favorite one, so it's not automated. It's a bit like the events. You would pick the one you want, and you probably keep it there for a month.
No, that's now. For example, this is interesting because there are some videos where I refer like often. I know the Kubernetes one, the JavaScript one. There are some videos where like even like during a space, I say like there is this video. Like I'm working on something on my own, the content box, but like having a place to put, I don't know, the 5 videos that you refer the most.
Exactly.
It's probably a good idea. It's maybe even you can even make, I don't know, create like an event of like BioDrop, like talking about something. So
that makes sense.
Nice. I like it.
Okay, cool. So I have one last question, actually. I'm just thinking of it. We have to go in a couple of minutes. Graham, thank you very much for writing on the other-ish GitHub discussion. I will take a look at that. Krish, I think you start all the crazy ideas.
I was the one who started the entire custom domain propaganda.
Yes. Most crazy ideas come from Krish, but then we end up doing them because I realized I'm a bit slow. So later on, I realized they're good ideas, but I'm a bit slow. I get there. So my idea was, so with this social embed, like the social wall, so think of events, but you can add your content, let's say. So you can put a link, it grabs the title, the image, and then the description, and it appears on your profile. So let me just quickly go to my profile.
You know what? Sorry.
No, carry on.
No, I mean, what will be very good, for example, I'm trying to do this, like, but this is like a whole separate project. it's like, I don't know, having a grid of some of your videos, of like a place where you can go and check. Even sometimes it's like, sometimes there are different things. Like I wanted to have, I don't know, some blogs close to some videos for some reasons, because I don't know, I want to show, I don't know, all the DevOps stuff. So it can be a conference, it can be an event, it can be a Twitter space, different things. It can be, I don't know, I have the link on the Docker Captain's blog, but it's a link which is not even my link. So it's like, so this is, I think, that having a place, I'm working on a project to fix this. So this might be cool, and I think that it's good. It's similar to the events, but like it's social media wall. I don't know, something like that. Yes.
Yeah, I think so. It's been mentioned quite a few times, so it is on our roadmap for later. But
no, I mean, don't expect that like your videos will explode because you put them here. It's more like useful because maybe you can share the link of like BioDrop. I did Jaude / social media wall, and you say, okay, that's it.
Yes.
Like check it out and check this stuff. So that's more
exactly. And then we can promote it up to a page up the top, like with events. It brings people's content into a grid, like you said. We can do like a simple version. I don't want to steal your project idea. So
it's open source. you made a post about this today. Like you don't steal the project. The project doesn't end because you steal. Yeah,
that's true. So Chris has more ideas. International phonetic for the names. Yes, I struggle with names, so that would be helpful for me as well.
I think LinkedIn has something like that.
Yes.
Like how to pronounce your name.
Yeah.
Like my name is Francesco, but some people, of course, they don't pronounce it correctly. But I mean, it's okay. But
do I pronounce it correctly, right?
Yeah. It's okay. But no, but I mean, it's interesting, like to have. It's more, I don't know. For someone, it's like it's very important to have it. I don't care. You can call me even Francisco, San Francisco, whatever. I'm not saint, but like you can call me San Francisco. It's okay, unless you understand that I could just unmute my microphone in the spaces. So that's it. But yeah, no, I mean, it's everything which is, I think, on the profile. It's harder to be wrong because it's the main feature.
Yeah.
So yes.
Makes sense. Awesome. Okay, I have just shared the link in the chat to the GitHub discussion if people want to add their thoughts. Also, Francesco, share a link to your YouTube channel in the chat as well.
At your service, Eddie.
Awesome. Do that, and then it's a good place to end. We're right on time. 2 minutes time will be an hour, and I think it's good. It's Saturday. It's the weekend. It's good not to do too much. I know you were on a live stream before. So get some rest and enjoy the rest of your weekend.
That's it. Yes. I really want to enjoy it. I think this has been like the first like real weekend like in 4 months. Like because every night I was either like going to a conference, working for the lead dev. It's great that I can work like on Sunday, but like to save some days off. But like I think this will be the first weekend like free. I mean, I made 2 live streams and I consider this as a free weekend. Like maybe even tomorrow I have to make a test because to see if the live stream works well. But yes, someone in the current pronunciation of the name. Yeah, it's important and respectful, but it's
I struggle. I'm so bad at it though. I try, but I'm just so bad.
No, but I think it can even be like, I don't want to say trick, but like you can say like you promote the platform better, like for like maybe I don't know. I go on maybe I don't know. I always pronounce your name or someone else's name wrong. I heard it and then I correct it because some people they don't care, so they don't correct someone else. For example, Danny Thompson called me like Francisco for I think for 3 years. Then at some point, like he knew this, like he felt bad for saying like this because for me it's okay, but like maybe he wants to pronounce it correctly. So no, that's I think it's similar to the video thing, like something on your profile to empower your profile. But I also think that this thing of like pronouncing your name can be super important for someone else, for someone. So it's like maybe a smaller niche of people, but for them it's like it can be like a game changer. Like they just use better for this. So I don't know. That's it.
For me it's a real challenge. Thank you, Michael. I really appreciate it. because I got asked to MC at a big event, and they were going to pay me really well, and it was great because my client work has reduced quite a lot. So I thought it'd be great. But when I sat down and thought about it, I thought I'm going to struggle with everyone's name at the event. I don't mind being on stage in front of 1,000, 2,000 people, but pronouncing people's names is the hardest. So I actually said no to the opportunity because I was going to mess up people's names so much.
Yeah, I felt bad because I don't want to brag. So brag mode on, Francesco. So on Los Angeles, I won a prize as like the best Docker content creator for consistency, I would say. And the Docker CEO like pronounced my name, and they told me, not him, like he has been like practicing how to pronounce your name because he really wanted to spell your name correctly. I felt bad, like say, I don't care, like you have more important stuff to do, but like no, for someone maybe it's an issue. No, this is for example, when I invite some people, or maybe for example on the Daily Dev monthly event, sometimes I don't know how to pronounce the name. Sometimes I ask them right before the live stream. Sometimes I forget, and it's a mess because if you're in a Twitter space, it's okay. But like if it's like a recorded YouTube live stream on the Daily Dev YouTube channel, I don't want like to say something
Sure.
so dumb. But so I don't know.
I even struggled on Twitter Space. I had a client Twitter Space a couple of weeks ago, and I couldn't pronounce the name. And Sarah made me practice for 2 days beforehand, and I eventually started getting it. We went on the Twitter Space, and oh my God, I was just doing an intro. I got it wrong, and Sarah's next to me. And she's just like, "What?" And so when they were talking, I muted it, and she said, "Eddie, practice now." I practiced, got it right. Practiced, got it right-ish, but good enough. I'm muted. I said, "Thank you," the person's name, got it wrong. And she's just like, "What is wrong with you?" And I said, "Oh my God, I really struggle." But after 23 years, I still get Sarah's name wrong because it's actually Sarah. But I just, after like so many years, it's Sarah to me. But I need to try better. I'm going to try and get better. But I think I have a
so there is
problem.
no, so if you got the Sarah's name wrong, there's no chance. So it's hopeless.
Exactly. Francesco, thank you so much for geeking out with us. Everyone, thank you so much for joining and supporting in this live stream. I hope you've all got BioDrop accounts. Look forward to checking them out afterwards. Nice. Francesco, I really appreciate you taking the time on the weekend.
Thank you so much, Eddie. I think you are the person who invited me the most of the times because I have this project Content Box. So when I every time someone invites me, I refer them on that project. And if I type Eddie, you are the person who invited me the most of the times. So I'll put also this one. So you are still on the top of the people who invited me. And I think it's very important to do collaboration. So last shout out for BioDrop. Check it out. It's free. You will lose nothing by trying it. I think it can really be useful, and I blame even myself. I am guilty too that I haven't checked it, and it seems improving a lot. We're all doing an amazing job. I'm speechless, Eddie, because I think that you are doing something that is absolutely mind-blowing. It's harder than what it looks, and really wish you best of luck if we can do something. But we are trying to plan something. We will do something for sure. That's it. So keep using it. Just last thing, like if you like a product, if you like BioDrop, make a shout out, engage when Eddie posts about this, because this is all support that it doesn't cost you much, but it can change like the idea and the direction of a product. Do you want more features in BioDrop? Support BioDrop. It's easy. Do you want Eddie to make more videos? Put likes on his videos. It's the same. It's a simple rule that can really mean a lot. So come on, drop some likes on this video. And yes, Eddie, always happy to see you around. I think that we'll meet probably also in 2024. I have this feeling. So thank you so much for inviting me. It was great, but I think that I'm done for the week. I will not live stream anymore today, I promise. Maybe tomorrow there's a test, but I promise that today I'm done.
Sounds good. That was a great outro. Thank you so much. I'm going to end the stream there. If you can hang on for one more minute, I'll say thank you to you privately afterwards. Everyone have a great weekend and look forward to geeking out soon. And I'll see you in the Eddie Hub community where we can code on some open source projects together. I'll see you there.